So what are the cost implications for over-provisioned or unused cloud resources? Will cutting costs affect my application performance?
Right. So a lot of the time, what happens is when developers are actually developing applications, they really do not care about whether they're over provisioning resources or if they're provisioning resources in multiple environments. All they want to do is develop applications at a rapid scale. And what that usually leads to is a lot of resource wastage and ballooning up in the cost, because we talk to our customers and we hear stories about that our dev test environments are actually costing us like orders of magnitude more than our production, is because someone launched like 10 Kubernetes clusters and never cleaned them up. And that sort of resource just leads to complete wastage, right? And once you get into that mindset of having different environments with different resources, then you ultimately have to decide whether all of those resources are required for your application's proper functionality. That's where the notion comes in that, my application is working with all of these resources. If I cut some of these resources, will it affect the performance of my application? And that's the point where you say that if you model your application correctly in terms of that, what is the compute, storage, or network requirements for my application, you don't have to go into that guessing game of my performance is going to be affected. But generally, there are different ways to tackle that. Some just use like sort of a hammer approach and like shut off a bunch of resources and see what do we see, right? And based on that, then they build on top of that, bringing back resources slowly. But that is not really a good way of doing that. The right way would be to model your application and pinpoint what are the resources that it is actually going to use, and then just provision those, of course, with the notion of high availability and horizontal scalability in mind, but just not provisioning multiple resources that you just don't need.